Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. We have another exciting lesson planned for you today, which is how to improve your sparring. I think sparring is the closest thing you can get to the fight. In this video, I'll break down some tips, some tricks, and some techniques that can help you improve your sparring and things that you can implement in your fighting. When you're sparring, you should always have a game plan or a tactic that you want to work on. So let's say if I was sparring with someone, I might take a round or two off just to see their advantage and disadvantage. And on my mind, I already have a game plan that I want to implement on it. So let's say if I was sparring someone and he's a defensive fighter or he's got good head movement, that will give me time to adjust and implement my game plan. So it's always good to have a game plan leading up to the spar. We're going to use Fawaz to show us some tactics today. So let's say if me and Fawaz was sparring, and Fawaz is a defensive fighter or got good head movement, which he doesn't, but just pretend he does have a good head movement. So if you have a good head movement, then I knew it's a lot slickly. So I would intend to start maybe cut the ring off. Instead of always just chasing on his head, I might change my tactics. I might start aiming hitting the body because it's a lot harder to move your body than the head. That's the couple of things I will add on to the spar. So if I'm throwing my shot and he's moving, and he's getting out of the way, I'll change the tactics. So right now, as I see he's slippery and his knee, he's got good movement, I'll start, instead of chasing him, I might start cutting him off. Instead of always aiming in the head, I might fake the head shot, drop low. So it's always too good have a tactic or a game plan in your head going to the spar. Another tip is a lot of people when they spar, they forget to feint. I think feint is one of the effective movement that you can get a reaction of your opponent or even see what can work. So in the next clip, I'll show you a couple of ways to feint and can feint correctly. On the previous clip, like I said, there's many ways to feint. The most effective one, and I see everyone does it, is a foot feint. It's already got his reaction out. So, no you didn't. No you didn't. No you didn't. You're lucky you didn't. But the most common one is the foot feint. As I'm using my foot feint, I make sure at the same time I'm dropping my level chin. I'm only dropping just my knees, just to get that reaction, to just show him a different look. He might be expecting a jab to the body, or I can just foot and come over the top. So the foot feint is one of the most common one, and it almost works all the time. Another one I want to show you is the hand gesture. You probably see Canelo doing a lot. So the hand gesture, you can always, I think the best one is literally tapping on their own glove. That's the best one that I can work on, because you're still in the range of firing. You can still in the firing range. You still have the hands to, if some things go wrong, you can have it in the form of defense. But if you keep, the best one you can go tap their glove as a feint all the time. Or you can tap your own if you want. Or you can do the Canelo thing. Good catch. Say nothing, man. Say nothing. And the last one is the level change. I think the level change is the most technical one you can get. So if I'm here now, and let's say me and Paul sparring, I want to give him a different look all the time. It brings me back to the previous clip that I want to say about tactic and having a game plan. So if I'm sparring him now, and I have the game plan of make sure I level change and come over top with a left hook. So I'm going to set this up. So from here, I might show him a jab in the head, then jab in the body, jab in the head again. And I see when he starts reacting to my feints, say as he dropped his hand, once he starts reacting, then I know I got this rhythm, then I can set my shots up. So from here, I want to make sure, again, I'm going to jab the head, throw a left feint, again, drop here, come over the top. It's simple. This is the most technical feint you can get, is the level change, and it's very common as well, especially when you get someone's rhythm down, and once you break him down and they're reacting to everything you do, then it just becomes an easy chess game. Trying to be relaxed and trying to get comfortable while you're sparring or even fighting. I think the more intense you are, the more panicked you are, the more you're gonna get tired, and you won't even think right. You won't even know what to do because you're so intense and putting so much pressure on yourself. So trying to intend to get comfortable and uncomfortable. So always make sure if the things that you are not comfortable with, trying to drill it as much as you can. Sparring is only as a learning process. So you want to spar so you can be better at your fight night. Your sparring is not a fight, so you really need to, things that you want to work on and things you want to do on a fight, it should all come to sparring. So things that you're not comfortable with, you should really drill it in your spars, and trying to be relaxed, trying to keep yourself loose. The best things you can do to get comfortable and get relaxed is having a good warm-up before the sport. Sometimes I see a lot of people when they spar, they just do a couple of shadow boxing rounds and they're ready to crack on. Trying to treat it like a fight. So if you go into a fight, you do what? You do skipping, you hit pads, you get warmed up properly, you're trying to get in the zone. And that's kind of work with your heart rate, brings you down, gets you comfortable. So trying to implement that to your spar as well. So treat that spar like a fight. So you get there, make sure you go have a good warm up, hit a couple of pads, get a bit sharp. And also it brings me back to the previous clip that I said, having a tactic. So always have a game plan. Going into a sport, always have a game plan. Things that you want to work on, things you want to work on, and see, work on the things that you did on the drills or in your packs, on your bags, or with your coaches. So always have a game plan going in. Like once you start breaking down your sparring partners, and then you can work on things, then you can do all your fancy stuff. So at the beginning of the sport, you should always have a tactic. What do you want to work on? Do you want to be a defensive on this round of sparring? You want to be offensive on this round of sparring? You want to be on the back foot? You want to be on the front foot? You want to move around? Whatever you want, but make sure you have a game plan. Having a plan A, plan B, plan C, and intent to give you about more confident than going with nothing. Like, oh, when am I going into the sport? I don't know what to do. What if this, what if that? But having a game plan is extremely important. Just not having a game plan in the fight, but having a game plan. Like I said, treat sparring as like you going to a fight. Alright guys, thanks for watching. This is the third lessons. I got 2 more of these lessons coming on my YouTube, then everything will move on to my boxing course. It's called GZ Boxing Academy. It's coming to you very soon. I know I took long, I should have done it very earlier, but I didn't want to do something that is not good. I see a lot of people and like in the social media that the boxing coaches, they build a course and it's just not what I want my course to look like. I want a course that everybody can get together. Everyone, all the boxers around the world can get together and build from each other and learn from each other, having a good community. So I am moving everything to my boxing course. It will be available for everyone very soon. So make sure to follow all my social media. That's where you're going to get the most updates. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. And also, we will have a very special guest soon on the channel. I can't say now. Once the video is done, then I'll release it. So make sure to get tuned in. And trust me, the special guest, no other coaches or content creators will have there on the platform. So I'm very excited. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, anything, please do let me know in the comments or through my social media. I'm always here to help. But hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you. Catch you guys next time. Bye.